Hey, I'm Callie Lewis. You're watching Geek Brief TV. This is Brief 128. Man, when Steve Jobs writes a letter, the web goes wild. Yesterday, Steve Jobs published an open letter asking the big four music companies, Universal, Sony, BMG, Warner, and EMI, to abolish digital rights management requirements on the sale of digital music. In the letter, Jobs covers the history of fair play DRM and how Apple is required to enforce it or lose the right to sell music owned by the big four. He also discusses the possibility of licensing fair play to other companies so music purchased from different stores would play on different players. Ultimately, he argues that the best solution is to stop using DRM. Quote, in 2006, under 2 billion DRM-protected songs were sold worldwide by online stores, while over 20 billion songs were sold completely DRM-free and unprotected on CDs by the music companies themselves. Just about every blogger on the planet chimed in to rally behind Steve's call. Adam Curry called the letter monumental and world-changing. Ryan Block from Engadget called the letter the anti-DRM manifesto and called for a Mac and the PC Guy commercial to get the public involved. Cory Doctorow from Boing Boing suggested Apple sell DRM-free tunes for artists who allow it and to label the DRM-restricted songs with a warning, skull and crossbones. Thomas Hawk called it a brilliant marketing move. John Markoff quoted an unnamed senior executive at one company in the New York Times who said, "We're not going to broadly license our content for unprotected digital distribution," even though that is what they're doing every time they sell a CD. This is a day for massive stories because the other big one is a deal between TiVo and Amazon.com to create a new service called Amazon Unbox on TiVo. Thousands of movies and TV shows will be available on certain TiVo boxes with broadband internet connections. Have any of you tried Amazon Unbox downloads? Leave a comment on the show notes at geekbrief.tv. Now, let's talk about something a little bit more fun. I haven't been fishing since I was a kid, but the fish cam sounds like it can make fishing seem fun. At least once. It's a fishing rod and reel with the camera built into the lure. A small little screen gives you a look at what's happening down below. Now, something even more fun. iGallop is a new exercise machine that simulates the motions your body experiences when riding a horse. If you've been in a mall lately, you may have seen an iGallop at Brookstone. They normally sell for $600, but if a couple of podcasters are in a mall and they happen to see one on sale for $150, well, that becomes a necessary show expense. Come on. The iGallop has 4 settings. Number 1 is trot, right? Okay, then number 2 is gallop. Faster. And then number 3 is race, even faster. And then there's a random setting and it just takes you all the way through them. And then I can't concentrate while I'm moving. And then, okay, so they have three like beginner level, an intermediate level, and an advanced level. You tried doing a show like this. And so I've never tried these positions yet, so this is about as far as I've done. And we're going to do these positions together. Okay, so get on your iGallop, and we're going to do a class. The first one is basic. It's sort of like I Dream of Jeannie. And am I supposed to be on a particular setting on this? Okay, I'm on random, so we're just kind of going as we go. So I Dream of Jeannie, so you put your feet down here and you kind of lean back like this. Not too bad, actually. That's pretty easy. Okay, second one, intermediate. You got to balance in the middle, and then kind of lift your legs. lift your legs up like this and put your hands underneath to support your legs. And then the third one is advanced, and then you leave your legs like that, right? Okay, oop, balancing. And then you put your hands behind you. I'm so gonna fall off. Okay, so you do it like that. And that's advanced, and I'm not ready for advanced. Okay, so that's iGallop. Anybody want to try? Who do you think would be a better sponsor for this episode? Splenda Flavor Blends? I'm thinking not, because I'd probably spill the coffee all over the place. GoDaddy.com? That's more appropriate. Promo code GB1. GoDaddy.com. I'm Callie Lewis. Yeehaw! He owns discussers. Ryan Block from Engadget called the letter the anti-DRM. Sorry, I just spit at the camera.
What?
What?
We need a sponsor.
Yeah, we need a sponsor. Sorry. John Markoff quoted Markov quoted, "Weehaw, I'm from Texas."
Another Pod Show video podcast. Stick it on your screen.